Okay guys, just a quick guide on how to make Romany creams. So what we will need is 3 cups of flour, and that's the cup that I use to measure my flour. We would also need 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. What we would also need is a cup of cocoa powder. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix the dry ingredients together. We're also gonna need a pinch of salt. So once you have all your ingredients mixed up, you kind of want to go in and give your mixture a nice mix, just to make sure that all the ingredients are mixed up together, that there's no flour left at the bottom unmixed. So just go ahead and give it a nice mix. Okay, so once we're done with our dry ingredients, we're gonna go in with our wet ingredients. So I'm gonna put in some butter there. So your butter doesn't have to be as melted as mine, it just needs to be on room temperature. Then go ahead and give it a nice mix using your hand mixer. So you kind of want to make sure that it's nicely mixed together. It's not too soft, so don't over mix it. You just want a smooth, nice consistency. So once you've given it a nice mix, you want to go in and put in your sugar. That will be 1 cup of sugar. So I normally use caster sugar when I do my baking. You will notice here it's got a bit of cocoa in it. It's because of the cocoa that was left over when I was mixing the dry ingredients. So I just went ahead and put on top of that. So you can use your plain white sugar. Then you want to go in and add your 2 eggs, as well as your vanilla essence. So I went in and measured 1.5 teaspoon of vanilla essence. From there on, I gave my mixture another stir, just to make sure that all the wet ingredients are mixed up together. Again, don't over mix it, just make sure that you mix it to the right level. Okay, so once it's all mixed up, you kind of want to go in and mix your dry and wet ingredients together. So you don't have to put the whole dry ingredients all at once like I did. You can portion it out. It's really up to you, your preference. So for me, I just went in and put everything together. So what I will then do is just to give it a nice stir, a nice kneading, just to make sure that all the ingredients are mixed up together and that I have one final dough that is formed. So this will be a final result. That's how your dough should look like. From there on, you will go ahead and grease your tray. It's up to you. I went in with margarine, but you can use your oil spray if you want. And then you kind of want to make sure that the surface that you're going to be rolling your dough on has got some flour in. This will help with making sure that your flour doesn't, or your dough rather, doesn't stick on your surface while you're rolling it out. So give it a nice press, roll it out, and you can go ahead and cut it out in whatever shape and size you want. What you also want to do is to just ruffle it up a bit on top. So the ruffling up would really help, you know, give it that biscuity look. So it's up to you. Ruffle it up after cutting or before cutting, your preference. Once you're done with that, go ahead and put it on a tray, straight into the oven, 180 degrees for 10 minutes, and voila, you have your results there. There you go with your biscuits. So what I will then do from there, melt my chocolate and then flip my biscuits over, apply some chocolate layer, and put them all together to create that crunchy looking nice chocolate. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know, fill up all my other cookies, and voila.